Okay, let's start. Yeah, our session today. Okay, today we're going to discuss about inequality. Yeah, inequality in three cases. Okay, okay. The previous time we also discussed about inequality ax squared plus bx plus c greater than or equals to 0. Okay, how can we solve this one? Exactly, there are three cases here. When you solve this inequality, you need to put this expression equal 0 to find the solution. Okay, we need to put ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Then we can solve this quadratic equation by using discriminant data. Yeah. So we can solve by using discriminant data b squared minus 4a ac. Okay. And then there are three cases of data. Yeah. There are three cases of data. Mean that if data greater than 0, there are two solutions, x1 and x2. So the inequality sign will be have three intervals in this case. Okay, will be three intervals, and that will be like this. H. Exactly, the domain of the expression runs from negative infinity to positive infinity, and the value of h1, h2 here is h1 less than h2. So, okay, will be like this. Just review again, and this one if we can put fh, okay, fh, and that we can write. We can let this one as fh. Then teacher put fh here, and the sign here will be opposite a, right? Opposite a. This one will be same a as well. Okay, that one is data greater than 0. Then we can select your solution depend on the sign of inequality. Mean that depend on a. Now how about data equal to 0? If data equal to 0, what happens? Mean that there are, it's called a ball solution. Okay, so the sign table will be divided to two intervals, negative infinity to positive infinity. So there are two intervals because here only one solution. So we put the solution here minus b over 2a. Okay. And the sign out of this one, we have now the middle one. You see, the previous time we have two solutions, we have the middle interval, but now have no the middle one, so we have the sign of I-side solution. Okay, so I-side solution always same a. Okay, this one f of a will be like this. The sign table will be like this, and the last condition if data less than 0. What happens? Will we solve in complex number? No. In inequality, we don't solve in complex number. Why? It's only equation we can solve in complex number, right? But now why we don't solve in complex number? What happened? Okay, so in this one, we don't solve in complex number. Okay. If like this, means that there are no real solution, or we can call no solution. Okay, because inequality here we discuss in a real number, Exactly, inequality of complex number we also have, but we don't study in this level. Okay, in this level, like the previous time when you study in grade 9, when square root of negative number have no solution. Okay, in equation have no solution, but this one inequality data less than 0, input has no solution. We use has no solution as well for inequality. So data equals 0, no solution, mean that no A. Okay, but how can we explain the solution? Solution here refer to solution of the quadratic. Okay, refer to solution of quadratic. But how can we explain the sign of inequality? Mean that the inequality sign depend on the sign of A. Sign of A here. So the leading coefficient A here is very important. Yes, for inequality. If A positive, will be positive. So all the sign in here we can express like this. Right? From negative infinity to positive infinity, no solution in here, but the sign here are same A. Yeah. Okay, same A. So the sign table we summarize into 3 cases like this. Then you can solve the inequality depend on each case. Exactly, you obtain 2 examples about this one and this one as well, but about data less than 0 you didn't get. Now to check, give me one more example about this. So inequality x squared plus 2x plus 1 less than or equals 0. Okay, when this we put x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 0, then you can use delta or delta prime. Now to change delta, b squared minus or that one equals, sorry, we change this one to obtain delta less than 0. So b squared is 1 squared minus 4, that is equal negative 3 less than 0. So data less than 0 here, no solution. We don't need to find the complex solution. Okay, most students when they study quadratic equation, we can find a solution by using imaginary unit with a complex solution, and then we use this solution into inequality as well. So this one cannot work. Okay, so this one no solution. Then how can we express? How can we find this? No solution here means that no solution for the equation. Okay. Then how can we express the solution of inequality? We can draw sign table. Okay, sign table here. As you know, when like this, the inequality sign depends on sign of A. So, but we still can draw sign table. Right? From negative infinity to positive infinity, and equals quality x squared plus x plus 1. This one the same as A, that depend on A. So all sign of this expression are positive, always positive. Okay, always positive. Now, how can we find the solution? This one less than or equal 0. So can you find any interval less than 0 here? Any interval less than 0? Any interval negative? no. Okay, so if no interval negative here, the solution of this x squared plus 8 plus 1 less than or equal 0 means that we cannot have interval less than 0, so have no solution. No solution. Okay, this one unfortunately have no solution. But if the inequality sign have negative sign here, if negative sign, this one negative, this one will be negative. That one is have no solution. This one is real number, mean that we take all value of x from negative infinity to positive infinity. If like this, because we take all this interval is negative, so negative infinity to positive infinity. So we can write x belong to real number, x belong to real number here. The solution set. Okay. Yes. Now we teacher check. This one will be belong to real number, but this one negative. Okay. Yeah. So you can copy this one. Now teacher prefer the one have solution. Okay. But here, if negative, if positive, not like that. Okay. So this one, we put original one. So is no solution. Okay. Got it? You have any question? Open question.